Hello, everyone. It is Saturday morning. We are ready to talk all about your penises and how to keep them healthy for a lifetime and much more, right? It's so fun. I love waking up on Saturday mornings. I feel like waking up with morning wood is an excellent choice for a Q&A, for a Q&A session. And if you do not have morning wood, well, we can talk about how to get that back. So this is I have done polls and asked like my stories and stuff like that. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure that you do so that I can get your input as well. Um, when it comes to Q&A, like questions that y'all want answered. So, and I've gotten lots of them, many that overlap, which is cool because I like that, we're like more alike than we are different. So I can answer a lot of questions with just a few. But I have some juicy ones too. I have things that come across my email as well that I'm going to answer today. When it comes to length, how to grow length and how to grow size. I get that question a lot when it comes to herbs. So we'll talk about that today. And yeah, we'll just dive into it. So these lives on Saturday are based on Q&As, questions that you want answered that, you know, might I don't know, you might not want to directly answer or ask anyone, right? It's kind of even weird to ask a doctor or, just anyone about your male health. So a lot of you guys remain in the dark about how to keep yourself healthy, and then that puts on shame and other mental gymnastics that you have to go through to get back healthy if you are lacking a bit. And men know, like I've noticed that you guys really do know like your bodies very well, and you pay attention because it's not just like I don't know, it's not just like male health. Like okay, this is a part of my body. This is like who I am. This is a part of who I am. So I find that so interesting that you guys are very in tune. You guys are very intuitive than we give you guys credit for being. Let me move this a little closer. Okay, yeah. You guys are way more intuitive than we give you guys credit for. So I find that very intriguing. So let's just go ahead and jump into our live questions. I mean our Q&A. Ask me anything, blood flow, erections, natural stamina. I have noticed as well as time moves on, okay, yeah, as time moves on, um, men can start to decline quickly, but women can too, right? That's based off our lifestyle, our habits, um, what we think we can have, like the health we can achieve at a particular age. We kind of like give into it. Like for example, I remember when I got in my 30s and everybody was like, okay, my knees, they don't work no more. And I'm like, dang, I don't really feel the knees thing, but like, why is this such a big phenomenon all of a sudden? Because we just got in our 30s, like that. Just kind of like accepting, okay, this is what is going to decline. So, no, it doesn't have to be that way at all. So, yes, let's hop into it. You know what? Let's kind of start there. Let's start with the question, what starts decline? Is it age? Okay? So yeah, let's put that on there. Is it age that makes you is it age that causes issues with your male health? Is it age? This is definitely this is a big question that we're confused about. Age is not the culprit. The culprit is lifestyle. Okay, wait. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back. It's not that age isn't the culprit, because age does start the decline, right? Age does start the decline, but it doesn't finalize it. Let's say that. So you're going to start, like, for example, like, your skin could start deteriorating in your 20s. Your testosterone levels start to go down in your 30s. So this is definitely age is a factor, right? It's just natural. You're going to start to decline, but you don't have to accept that, right? So what happens is that, like, okay, for example, let's give this example. When you have a cold, right? When you get a cold, do you just say, okay, I have a cold, there's nothing I can do, I must suffer with this cold for like a month or and a half, or do you try to get yourself back in balance so that you get rid of the cold, right? Okay, so we have to take every part of our body. We have to have that same mindset about every part of our body, every body system. When we feel that something is a little off, or we're a bit in decline, because a cold is simply imbalance. A cold is simply an imbalance of your sinuses, of your lungs. It's an imbalance, and so you want to balance your body back again so that you can be well again, right? So what you do is that you treat it, or you give your body things that makes you come back to balance so that you can be healed. Think of your penis the same way. So if you're feeling like there is a level of decline, even a tiny minuscule, if you okay, you can't go 2 rounds when you used to go 2 rounds, right? Only one will do. Or like it might take a little, like let's say it takes 5 minutes. Well, that would take a long time. Let's say it takes 2 minutes for you to get, blood rushing and you're very, erect, instead of like seconds. It's not that much of a difference, but you notice something is up, right? That's when you start to treat, or that's when you start to bring balance back to your body and bring homeostasis back to you. So homeostasis is just you being in balance, everything working as it should, nothing off. You want to be at a constant state of homeostasis so that you can be well in all areas, in all 9 systems of your body. Now, what I think is super cool is that when you think of balance, when you think of homeostasis, there are theories. Okay, so there are theories of sickness, of disease. You have the terrain theory and you have the germ theory. Now the terrain theory goes more for the homeostasis. I believe in both, but I do believe that the terrain theory is what we have the most control of and what makes us the most sick. So germ theory is when something is coming inside of your body like a cold, right? And then it disrupts the balance of your body. Or well, no, that wouldn't apply. Okay, so but that doesn't. Let's just say your body's in homeostasis or it's in balance. Well, that cold wouldn't be able to survive because it's a virus. Your body will be like, "Oh no, cold, get out of here, let's get rid of you," and then that will be done. It will be done, and you wouldn't even know, right? So if you keep yourself in a state of balance, homeostasis, then your terrain will be able to fight off any issue, but it'll also be able to fight off any decline that's happening within your body. So that's what you have to think about when it comes to age. Age is when your terrain inside the plane, the terrain, like the earth, the foundation of your body, is a little bit off, and then it'll get more and more off. And then on top of that, we're not feeding our bodies well. Okay, right? We're trying to figure out. I did a poll in my broadcast channel. So if you're not on Instagram, get on that broadcast channel. But I did a poll and I was asking them, I'm like, how do you guys feel about health? Right? Like, do you guys think it's hard to be healthy, whatever? Is it complicated? Like, are you overstimulated? Like, what's going on? Basically, is it difficult? And so most people said in different ways. I gave 3 different ways that someone could say it was difficult to be healthy, just to give more words to how people think, right? So three in 3 ways they said that it was difficult, confusing, it was too much going on, I don't know what to do. I don't know, it's just overwhelming or whatever. And then one of the um answers I gave, "Oh no, I'm fine, I got it." That was the least. The other was like 50 or 40 or 60, some amount some amount of people who were saying that it was too difficult. Yes, because it's something that we have complicated because we're listening to everyone else's opinion on health and not knowing what's going on in our own bodies. Okay? So, think of it that way when it comes to age. Age is when your terrain is a little bit off or when your body is a little bit off and then you are damaging it more and more with your lifestyle, with your stress levels, with your lack of sleep. So then you go down. You're not able to maintain that homeostasis. And so it is age, but is it? No, it's the lack of knowledge of understanding how to keep yourself balanced so that you stay healthy. Health is so important. Health is so important. It is literally the key of it's the source of all that you do. So it is the foundation of everything. So it's important to understand that. Okay? So is it age? Yeah, but no. It's more so you. You have so much control. All right. So let's pop into another question I have received. Oh gosh, let's talk about length and girth. I get this question so much. Can an herb? Okay, I'm gonna put it here. Dang, I should have put it here before, but I kind of wanted to flow. Like I didn't want it to be so I don't know, like so planned out. But this is definitely a big one. Okay, can I get bigger with an herb? Okay, now, no, I have to say no. There might be some herb, I doubt it. Um, that's like in the forest, deep within the forest, like on some Black Panther stuff. I truly doubt it because herbs, that's not their function. Herbs are and if so, because saw palmetto, I'll take that back. Okay, just a little bit, take it back, because saw palmetto is known to boost boob size, but boobs fluctuate. Like our boobs fluctuate, so we can get bigger here and get smaller here and all that good stuff. So that's the only thing that I've actually seen or gotten when I've researched that can grow in size based off of an herb, but chia seeds can boost boob size. Anyways, okay, this is not for boobs. Anyways, when it comes to girth and length for men, no, you will have to do something physical to change the physical state. Herbs are to boost your male health, not to boost your size. When it comes to actual, like when you are in a state of rest, and instead of a state of action, you want that size to be boosted because that therefore that would equal when you're in a state of action or an erection state for it to be bigger, right? That's not what herbs are for. Herbs are to keep you balanced, keep you healthy, keep that blood flowing, because that is the main issue of okay, I'll give it to you guys like this. Um Herbs naturally are made to keep humans at balance so that they can procreate, right? Even the herbs that are for sexual reasons, sexual health. So the more healthy boobs are, that's why that one helps. Saw palmetto can help breast size. The more healthy they are, um, the more milk that they can create so they can feed their babies, the breastfeed babies. Well, herbs for sexual health, for example, even women and men, there to make sure that you are able to create babies. Okay, so a bigger size doesn't necessarily do that. It's for aesthetic or cosmetic reasons, right? Cosmetic things don't occur naturally in nature. So that is why I say no. And I will never say that they will do so. Will I have a play on words to catch attention on a short or a reel or something like that? Of course. Of course. Because bigger could mean more blood flow, more like harder erections, you know what I mean? So it could mean all of that. So I do a play on words with that, but no, when it comes to actually changing the physical matter of your phallus, no, no. Herbs are not for that. Herbs are to balance, to enhance, and that's an I was gonna say that's enough, but that's like way more than anyone typically gets naturally from regular living, right? So herbs balance and keep you healthy in that way. Same thing with foods. Foods do the same way, the same thing. They're basically herbs that you can eat. Getting that water in, that's the same thing. It helps with blood flow and oxygen and iron. Making sure that you're getting those iron-rich foods and herbs. All of these help to make you extremely healthy, so that you stay a stout, like a lion in the bedroom, and just throughout your life. So that's it. An herb to get physically bigger? No, but to get erectionally bigger? Yes. Many herbs do that. All right, and you know what? And this is why we're here for this Q&A, because like, what are the herbs that do that? That's another question that I get. What are the herbs that make erections worthwhile? Yohimbe is excellent for this. I just got I just put that in my blend, my Primal Surge blend, Yohimbe and Cayenne. Oh, they're so good for blood flow. Almost too good. I always talk about Yohimbe because it's almost too good. So you have to be careful with Yohimbe, but Yohimbe is excellent. I do not have that with me right here. I have a few other herbs, but it's red in color. And I always talk about this: red herbs, red foods, blood flow. Okay, blood flow. My blood flow tea is red. Okay, wait, let me see if I posted a picture yesterday with my blood flow tea in my hand. It's red. Okay. Oh dang, I don't have it here. Anyways, but yes, it's red because blood flow. It has hibiscus in it. It has ginkgo in it for oxygen, to boost oxygen in your blood, which is fuel for your blood. It has hawthorn berries, which has been known for centuries by the ancient Egyptians to heal the heart and to promote nourishment. It's a tonic. I love that word. Tonics nourish. So if you hear it, tonics nourish. It is a heart tonic from ancient Egypt. Okay. So herbs are timeless. What did I say? Hibiscus, ginkgo, ashwagandha is also in that blend. It's so good. Actually, I have buffalo tea here. There's just my husband, he takes his herbs as well. So it's this blend. Ashwagandha, hibiscus. Hibiscus is what makes it really, really red. Damiana, sorry, that's the one I'm missing. Damiana is excellent for blood flow. I freaking love Damiana. Damiana relaxes you like no other. It's a great herb. It's a great the blood flow tea. My blood flow tea is excellent to have as like a nighttime relaxing tea with your lady, because ashwagandha, I'll give a woman tip. Ashwagandha helps to increase orgasms in women because it's helping that blood to flow to the clitoris. So it's just like, I love herbs. Anyways, um blood flow tea is excellent, and it's red for a reason. It's red for a reason because it's excellent for blood flow and not making you bigger physically, but making your erections big and throbbing and okay, anyways. So yeah, red red foods, red things, blood flow tea. Okay. So I get this is the question I get. Okay, let me put this on there. We'll go back to that. I have to put a note. Which ones work best? Okay, most popular or one. Okay, yes, I'm gonna put most popular male herb. Okay, so this is my yeah. This is my most popular bundle. Okay, it's a bundle. I get this a lot. I get this question so much. What herbs would you recommend? This is why I would recommend these three and these three in a bundle, because you're getting three different blends. Because the issue is this can be the issue. If you choose one, which is fine because you might know your body, you might know exactly what you need. I put descriptions on the herb, like I put what's like in the herbs when you like swipe the photos, but I also put descriptions, so you have information. But so it's fine to order one thing, okay? But to get like the more complete experience, you might need different things. So it might be your mood. You might be extremely stressed. Okay, so then you might need blood flow tea, or yeah, you might need blood flow tea because it's very relaxing. Or you might be you might have some issues with your testosterone. So then testosterone boosting tea will be my iron dt. Also, tonga ali is a great herb for testosterone boosting. So if you have different things going on, or if you are more heavy on low testosterone, well, you have more issue with low testosterone than your mood, you might need a different blend. Okay, so it's very important to be able to have a few herbs, that you can see what you need and what helps you. And so that's why my strongman bundle is so good. Now, I have my blood flow tea. Oh no, no, this is strong man. This is the stiff and strong blend, which has Tangat Ali. Tangat Ali is so good. It's one of my favorite herbs, y'all. It's one of my favorite herbs. I always talk about this herb. It means the stick of a champion. Like literally, it's in the name. Like it's in the name. Okay, stick of a champion. Tangat Ali is in this blend. Ashwagandha again, which is not just great for mood, it's an adaptogen, so it's excellent for mood, so boosting your libido, but it's also great for building muscles, building strength, building stamina. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. So, and also listen, this one is black maca. So you have the stiff and strong capsules or powder in there. You have okay, I picked the wrong thing. You have the iron DT in there that boosts your sperm health and your testosterone as well. And then you have your blood flow tea. So you have these a combination of herbs that you can take throughout the week that will boost your entire male system. You have a male reproductive system, but you have organs, different organs within that system. So, I mean, that system. And then when that system is healthy, do you think these herbs just stick to the system? No, no, that's what's so amazing about herbs. They go throughout your entire body and they heal and they help to support the heart and they help to support the lungs and the brain. So great. So strongman bundle, top tier. That's the bundle that it's always being purchased, and reviews are all on the website for blood flow, strongman, stiff and strong, and iron D. Go check them out. Like, it's great. So you know what tip? This is a pro tip with the blood flow tea. My husband, I actually got this from my husband, from listening to him take the herbs. When he like if he how can I say this without being too okay, okay. Take the blood flow. I won't give the details of why, but take the blood flow tea 3 times a day and see how it makes you feel. Okay? So like um breakfast, lunch, dinner, drink a glass of tea and see how that makes you feel. It'll make you feel great. Okay. So, yes, those are my most popular ones. People ask all the time, which one should I get? I always recommend Strongman Bundle. It gives you everything that you need in one space, and it's excellent. And it's excellent. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Man, I am always drinking tea. My husband as well. Always drinking tea. Always taking some supplements. Focus on what we eat. I make sure that I feed him things that are great for his male health and his whole body as well. So, yes, make sure that you are doing the same. Health is a foundation. Is a key to everything. Okay? Don't forget. Don't forget. Okay, so let's get into a couple. I'll do one from each of these. Oh shoot. Yeah, I'll do one from each of these categories. Let's start with circulation. Okay? So this question is poor circulation the reason I'm not getting hard? Yes. Circulation is all that you need. Okay? The penis is Oh, I have like a little model here. So let's look at the penis. Okay. I can like take it off and stuff. So okay, wait. Okay. I can't pick up the whole thing, but okay, so here we go. Ah, these little models be tripping me out. I'm such a kid sometimes. Okay. So the penis is not a muscle. It is made of smooth muscle, okay? Where inside you have a action called peristalsis. So it is a muscle, but it's not in the way that you can like work it out. You can get it bigger. Yeah, yes. Anyway, you can get it bigger. It's not that type of muscle. Okay, it's a muscle where there's this action called peristalsis, where it's like a contraction type of thing. It happens in your arteries too. That's how blood moves through your body. It's like a little tiny contraction thing that where it's moving a liquid, which is blood, to your phallus so that you remain erect. Okay? Blood flow is it. You need blood flow. If your blood flow is lacking, this is not your body does not care about your penis. No, it cares about keeping you hard. I mean, keeping you alive. It does care about that. Secondly, okay, it cares about keeping you alive the most. So your body knows. It's so cool. The body is the coolest machine ever. The greatest piece of technology is the human body. Your body knows that you have to have nutrients throughout your limbs, to your brain, to your heart, your lungs. You have to have nutrients. So it's not concerned about this over that. So that's why this is a main factor. If your circulation is off and your phallus is not experiencing erections, then no, sir. It will. This is the first sign that something is off with your circulation. Okay, one of the first signs. It doesn't have to always be, but it's one of them. Other signs are cold hands and feet. They're like, dang, I'm cold. That's a sign. Not being able to think clearly, that's a sign. Because remember, okay, ginkgo, which is in my blood flow tea, it is literally looks like a brain, a half of a hemisphere of a brain. Okay, well, a hemisphere of a brain. Each side is called a hemisphere. Anyway, it looks like the hemisphere of a brain because it boosts oxygen in the blood, which is exactly what your brain needs. Oxygen in your brain. Okay, so that it works. And that's transferred there or transported there through blood. So this is the only way. Blood flow, good circulation is the only way that this works. All right? All right. Ooh, this is a good one. Why am I waking up without morning wood? Well, morning wood, as I have said in a video, I should make this into a mini video, like a reel too. But anyways, morning wood is a sign that you're doing well. There's a whole process. I've said this plenty of times before. It's called nocturnal tumescence. It is literally like your body. One of the things that happens while you sleep is your body makes testosterone and it's doing its thing. It's like we're sleeping, we can make more testosterone. Let's go. So throughout the night, it's boosting the testosterone. It's like going in waves. It's boosting. It might be going down. It might be going up. Just down a little bit, not like down, down, but like just down a little bit. But then it peaks again. And sometimes when it's peaking, you wake up. And when you wake up, that boost of testosterone is causing things to rise. That's all morning wood is. It's evidence that that system or that process is happening. Nocturnal tumescence. Okay, so if that process is happening, then you will wake up sometimes ready to go. But if you're never ready to go, if you're like lacking in that energy, or you notice that it's off, then that's how you know. Okay, hey John, that's how you know that things are off. Okay. So it's important to have that morning wood. If you don't have it, you can get it back. Remember, from the beginning of our life, balance is key. You want to stay in a state of homeostasis. Homeostasis is how you thrive. The terrain theory. You want your body to be completely balanced so that you keep going strong in all areas of your body, including your male health, including your erections. You want to stay healthy. And so you can always bring it back to balance, just like you can bring your body back to balance when you have a cold, when you're off, you know? So just remember that. Okay. Um, okay. Tongani and Yohimbi and Damiana can be taken together. Yeah, not at the same time. Not at the same time. So Yohimbi, Yohimbi is powerful. So I say never to take Yohimbi at the same time as something else unless it's in a blend. I have it in a blend specifically with herbs that complement it and don't rush it even more. Because Yohimbi rushes the blood. Cayenne rushes the blood, but Foti stabilizes. That's what's in Hushu. It's in there. That's another name for it. It's in that blend as well. And also black pepper is in that blend to help stabilize and helps you absorb the nutrients that it brings. Tongkat can be powerful as well. So you don't want to take blends at the exact same time. If you mean together like different times of the day, yeah, you can do that. Just see how it works. So, like I would say, if you were to start taking like my primal surge blend with Yohimbi, maybe take it in the morning, and then just see how it feels, and then you can add on to herbs if you feel okay, well I can take this in the morning, then I can take this in the afternoon, but blood flow tea and some powders that can be taken together. You just have to see what works for your body and do that kind of like a process of elimination. You don't have to be scared, but you do need to be aware, intentional. Okay. And it might work perfect for you. So yes, I do believe in taking multiple types of herbs, just like I believe in taking multiple supplements, herbs or supplements, to fill in those missing pieces so that you can stay in a state of balance so that everything will be just like great, you know. What about the big three blend? Okay, so I recommend the big three. It is the trifala, it is Harataki, Amala, and Baheda. So these three work together amazing when you take them before you go to sleep. They work well with your sleep. So they work well with boosting nocturnal tumescence so that you have this peak of testosterone. They also are amazing for your digestive health, your heart health. Big three is so good. I have it in capsule and in powder form. Powder is kind of it's bitter, but I like it in powder. I like to feel and taste what my herbs are like, but we have a capsule version as well, so that you don't have to experience that bitterness. But it's great for you. It's great for you. People even like brush their teeth with Harataki, which is in the big three blend, and it like brings health back to their teeth. People are very intentional about using those herbs in the physical form, but even the spiritual form. So it's very cool. Of course, of course. So yes, yes, yes. I think we were talking about Morning Wood, but I think I finished it. I finished Morning Wood. I finished Morning Wood. Okay. So, ooh, this is a good one. I love this question, y'all. Okay. Is low T the same as erectile dysfunction? No. Low testosterone can lead to erectile dysfunction. Erectile is being able to stand straight and create those erections. You can hear it in the name, right? So when you're having issues with your erections and you can't keep an erection, it's not strong, it's not full, it's not a full erection. It's like it goes limp while you're in the process of having intimate action. Then that is what erectile dysfunction is. Low testosterone can just lead to it. So you want to get that. Oh my gosh, I just told my broadcast channel, get your blood work done, know what's going on in your body. Do not be afraid of it. Even when you're young. Like I swear, like when we're young, we're like, I don't need the doctor. I only need the doctor. Like when I go into the natural health store, there's nothing but older people there. I mean 50, 60, 70. That's who's in the natural health food store. Not us. not the majority of the young people that should be proactive in making sure that their body is healthy while we're still fairly good, you know? I've noticed though that we're kind of starting to deteriorate kind of quickly. I have friends that have a diabetes, like, are pre-diabetic, and like, we gotta. I feel like maybe because we know more and there's more out there so that we can access health. It's not playing with us. It's not like how it was with our parents. So yes, make sure that you are proactive in handling that. So no, low testosterone is not the same as erectile dysfunction, but low testosterone leads to that. Okay, because then a higher low testosterone will lead to higher estrogen levels, which will create imbalances in your body. Your sperm count will be lower. Your your desire, libido will go down. Your motivation will go down. Testosterone is literally the magic hormone for men, just like estrogen is the magic hormone for women. And you don't have to let it go down. You can be proactive. You can take herbs. You can herbs such as Tangarali, which is in, like I said, that's one of the herbs in my strongman bundle. Uh-oh, where is it? In my strongman bundle. I have two little capsules here because my husband's been taking this. But anyways, in my strongman bundle, Tangarali, Tribulus, which is in my iron DT. Those are amazing for testosterone. Amazing. And you know what? You want to think about, like, also what can lower your testosterone is our stress levels. Because what happens is that, of course, we've heard it. I know we've heard of this hormone cortisol. Cortisol is pushed out, and therefore it lowers the testosterone because your body again is not worried about procreating. It's worried about keeping you alive. So obviously, if you're stressed, then you need to leave the situation and you need to figure out a way to get out of that. And so your cortisol is elevated to help you do so. And so we have to understand that our bodies are, oh my gosh, they're literally created to make sure that we're good. How important is walking to a man's D health? Oh, walking is extremely important. Okay, why walking is important is because it's movement. Everything in your body to maintain homeostasis, you have to move. Because as we talked about before, when I was talking about how the penis has a certain uh process in it called peristalsis, which helps blood to move, which helps things to move in your body, just like little, like, muscle contractions. Your veins don't have that. Veins are what sends the deoxygenated blood back to the heart and lungs. Your lymphatic system does not have that motion, and that is what removes toxins from your body. That's why it's important to, like, even get massages, get lymphatic massages, so that it helps that lymphatic system do its job. Walking is key to moving those things. So you need more blood for erections, you need more blood for everything. You want to move that deoxygenated blood back so that it comes back through the lungs and heart to get to your arteries, okay? To push it out. Now, also just moving in general, walking, running can be a bit of a wear and tear on your body, but it's still good for you in short bursts and stuff. So also jumping up and down. I went to a trampoline park with my kids a couple weeks ago. Amazing for both of those things. It's excellent for your health. How important is sleep to a man's D health, and what can I do to fix sleep issues? I'm not seeing any issues, but I know lack of sleep is killing me. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yes. It's a slow decline when it comes to that sleep. Okay, so these are my recommendations when it comes to sleep. Make sure that you're off of those tablets, screens, TVs, whatever. Any type of screen, you had to get off of that a bit earlier. Okay, because what the screen is doing is mimicking sunlight, and it's tricking our brain into thinking that it is daytime. So then we're not able to kind of wind down and shut it off. Okay, so that's one thing. The big three, we talked about the big three supplement that helps to induce sleep and REM sleep. And REM sleep is what is connected to nocturnal tumescence and many other things that help our bodies repair itself while we're asleep. So, you want to get in that REM sleep, and Big 3 is a great supplement to do so. Also, getting off those screens, any type of screens before that. Uh, Make sure your room is cold. It does something. Okay, your body needs cold relaxation, balance, because as you sleep, your body temperature can raise. So you want your body to be in a state of balance on the outside when it comes to temperature. Also, make sure that you're not drinking before sleep, so that you're not getting up in the middle of the night. I made that mistake. I was like, dang, when I had to get up last night because I had drank too much before I went to sleep. Make sure you're not doing that as well. Like I said, sleep is extremely important, um, for your mood, your libido, for your stamina, for your testosterone, nocturnal tumescence. Once again, it is what happens while you sleep. That's how you wake up with morning wood. Um, all of these things are necessary, and that is what they're extreme. They're directly connected to your sleep quality. 7 to 9 hours a day. I don't care if it's the weekend, 7 to 9 hours a night of sleep. That is the sweet spot to make sure that you stay healthy and thriving. Okay? Wow, I think you did pretty good. Let me know if you have any other questions while I answer this last question. And yeah. Let's do. Ooh, this is a good one. I like this one. Do cheat meals affect testosterone? Wow. Okay, so I have lost some weight. Yeah, I was so excited yesterday. I got on the scale, baby. I am so excited. Okay, so I have lost some weight. I won't reveal the number, but just know it's so good. Okay, but anyways, and I have come to find out personally that emails are okay, and they might work, but they might not. I think it's very important to just figure out what foods that you like, what foods that you are okay with just eating all the time. It could be 10 foods, it could be 3 foods, it could be 20 foods. But the needing to cheat, I do think that could affect testosterone, not from one meal, right? But from overindulgence past that one meal, you know, what's very key in making sure that you stay healthy is to create a new normal. Okay? Create a new normal of food choices. Figure out what you like, figure out what your body likes, figure out what makes you poop regularly. Figure out what makes you sleep good. Figure out what makes your stress levels go down when you're having a crazy week. Like, okay, no, I need to take a walk cuz whew, okay, or I'm about to meditate a little bit more. Or let me journal. I got to write this stuff down. Just different things that work for you and your personality. That's the how like this whole life is like based off of figuring out who you are and doing things that you love. It's the same when it comes to your health, the exact same. So do that when it comes to food as well. Don't be so focused on the cheat because it could throw you off and then it could make you overindulge in sweets and high uh high soy rich foods that can lower testosterone. Sugar lowers testosterone. Because your blood sugar levels are elevated. You know what I mean? Just you want to find what you enjoy. Do it slowly. Find what you enjoy and eat that. Can you do a little more? Can you eat a little more of what you love? Yeah, do that. Indulge in the things that you love that you know are feeding your body because that's the point. But can you have a treat here and there? Of course. Do what you need to make sure that you stay balanced. But I do cheat meals. Find new foods that make you feel good and that you love to eat and eat those. Okay. All right. So I think we're gonna wrap this one up. I'm so excited. I think this live went very well. Thank you so much for your questions on broadcast channel. Make sure that you are on Instagram. If you are not, join my broadcast channel. And on the broadcast channel, on my stories, here and also there. So actually live today. So I will wrap this one up and I will see you guys next Saturday for Ask Me Anything. All right? Yeah.